Hey, Nickel here. I got a comment response for Philanda. Am I saying that right? Philanda. Thank you so much for your comment. You're very right. I forgot. So this is also something that so this is something that I struggle with too. Okay. So Philanda says, ha ha ha. Okay. So Philanda, at first, I made a video specifically for her, so she had a response for that. You can check that out in the actual video. Right now I'm trying to find a way to add these new bare minimum habits into my routine without doing too much. On the first day, I tried to add 10 of them, and maybe that was too much. So that's maybe something to take into consideration when doing this. Don't add too many habits, even if they're really small and simple. You are absolutely right. I fall victim to this all the time, so I'm sorry that I didn't clarify that too. I think, like, I call it New Year's energy, where you feel like you just conquer the world and you'd be like, you know, I'm going to get my whole life in order. These are all the things that I want to accomplish in my day, and I'm going to do it. And you feel very motivated, but the reality is it's a lot. Even if it's just 10 items a day, or even if it's just 10 habits a day, that can be a lot because, you know, life happens. Life throws you curveballs, and it's really hard to make time for these things that are really important. So you're absolutely right. So I also had 10, and I kind of had to drop a lot. I wanted to practice. I'm a musician. I went to school for music, so it's really important to me to get more music in my day. That was something that I really tried to get in, but it's just, unfortunately, it's not a priority right now, and that's so hard to say because I love music so much. So I have to put the music aside and put it like down the line. I got to build some other habits first. They're just a little bit more. They're more important right now. So, and the ones that I also wanted to write every day. I wanted to read every day, like before bed and during the day, like around after lunch or like during my lunch hour. And it was a lot. It was just like I just took on too much. I did it one day. I did it, all of it, and it felt amazing. And then Skillshare too. And these are all things that I'm trying to get to, but really you can only focus on like one habit a day. That's the reality of it. And that's just a really hard truth pill to swallow. So you have to be very, 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 very deliberate into what habit you do. And it has to be, if you don't have as many, you got to look at what foundational habits you have and really look at that. So foundational, like just like the ones that are like for your mind, body, heart, and soul. Those 4 things. And then what can kind of encapsulate as many of those as possible. For body, I'm trying to exercise every morning in my routine. And the bare minimum is and I actually have 3 choices that I can use. And I think that makes it easier in some sense, but makes it harder as well, because then it's easier to like, I don't want to do any of them kind of thing. But I'm trying to either go for a walk or go to the gym or go for a bike ride. It's been too cold. Now it's finally beautiful, so I'm going to start biking, but it has been too cold to go biking, so I've been doing more gym, and that's been better, or going for a walk. So that's actually going pretty well. And then the one thing that I'm really, really particular of, though, this is like my one habit that I'm really focusing on, is and I found a friend that did it. It's a 1 minute or 1 sentence a day journal. So it's journaling, but it's only 1 sentence. So the goal is very small. And even that, like there's a time when I skipped 4 days, and I'm like, oh my goodness, how did that happen? Right? Even the smallest thing. The actual goal is just, the smallest thing is I just literally have to open up my journal, and then the actual goal is just writing 1 sentence. And even that can be difficult at times too. But that one is really exciting. So you write 1 sentence a day for like 5 years. It's a huge, enormous commitment. The idea there is that you get a really cool snapshot of your whole life. And I'm at a very transitional point in my life right now, so it's kind of exciting for me to be journaling the process every day. And I just kind of like, in terms of, and what's 1 sentence to kind of encapsulate the day, you know? That in itself, how do I want to remember today? That in itself has been very good. So the point here is pick the most important one. The journaling thing is going to give me a better, strong sense of self, because that's just how journaling works. You write out how you're doing, and you read back through, and that gives you a stronger sense of self. And that's kind of a big priority for me right now, is keep maintaining and growing that self-identity. So that's why I chose that. I hope that whatever your goals are, you choose one. Please leave a comment below. What did you try to accomplish this year or lately? And then what's the most important thing and why? I'd love to hear. This is so exciting to have these kind of back and forth. So please leave a comment below. I'll be happy to read it.